Hello and welcome to Mickeyology, where we take Disney a little too seriously. I'm Austin Rathall, and today we're examining one of Disney's most bittersweet, heart-twisting stories, The Fox and the Hound, along with its direct-to-video midquel, The Fox and the Hound 2. These movies are very different from each other in tone and story, and they were made by different teams of filmmakers. However, by examining them both together, we may be able to determine when and where they take place. And don't worry, we won't be rewatching any of the scenes that'll make you cry. You know, like the one where the old lady says goodbye to her pet fox. Oh geez, here come the waterworks. The Fox and the Hound films feature very early automobiles. Todd's owner, Widow Tweed, drives a car resembling early 20th century cars like the Model T, which Ford first released in 1908. Copper's master, Amos Slade, drives a truck that resembles this Model T Roadster pickup.
My radiator!
In the second film, the talent scout arrives at the county fair in an old-fashioned car that, according to concept art, is a Cadillac. It's probably based on the luxurious Cadillac 16 model sold in the 1930s. Other examples of technology in the films include mechanical fairground rides, fluorescent lights, and microphones, all of which existed by the 1930s as well. All this indicates that the films take place sometime during or after the 30s. As you might expect from a film series called The Fox and the Hound, both movies feature several species of animals. These species are common throughout the United States, like red foxes, owls, sparrows, and of course dogs. A few species in the films are rarer, like red-headed woodpeckers,
Oh, shucks.
black bears, and blue butterflies. But these can all be found in the American South. That makes sense considering the beautiful backgrounds in the films resemble the rolling mountains and abundant trees of the Appalachian countryside. The climactic bear fight in the first film happens at a waterfall that resembles several real waterfalls in the South, like Virginia's Overall Run Falls, North Carolina's Linville Falls, and South Carolina's Kings Creek Falls. All this suggests the movie takes place somewhere in the South near the Appalachian Mountains. Disney published very little behind-the-scenes material for The Fox and the Hound, probably because the film had a very difficult production. Disney's animation department basically broke into a civil war while making that movie, but that's a story for another video. There's virtually no record about the times and places that inspired the first movie. Filmmakers behind the sequel, however, had a little more to say about their movie's influences, and in the behind-the-scenes material for The Fox and the Hound 2, they mention one city over and over.
Nashville.
The movie even features Nashville's most iconic institution.
You listen to me, Miss Fancy Tail. In a couple of days, we will be in front of that talent scout from the Grand Ole Opry.
The Grand Ole Opry is a country music radio show that began broadcasting in 1925. In The Fox and the Hound 2, the Opry sends a talent scout to a county fair where a local dog group called the Singin' Strays hopes to catch his ear. Although the Opry was founded in 1925, it wasn't called the Grand Ole Opry until 1927. Since characters call the Opry by its iconic name, the film must take place after that year. The Opry began broadcasting in a small studio, but the large audiences it attracted required the show to change venues several times in its early years. At the end of The Fox and the Hound 2, we see the Singin' Strays singing at the Opry, and the audience is in theater-style seats. Several of the Opry's venues, including its current home, the Grand Ole Opry House, seat audiences on long pews. The movie, however, has the audience in individual chairs. Two of the Opry's early venues did have chairs. One was the Hillsborough Theater, now called the Belcourt Theater, which hosted the Opry from 1934 to 1936, and the War Memorial Auditorium, which hosted the Opry from 1939 to 1943. That means the Fox and the Hound films must take place sometime around the mid-30s. With filmmakers putting so much of a Nashville spin on The Fox and the Hound 2, it would make sense for the movie to take place in or near the Nashville area. After all, the Grand Ole Opry was famous for broadcasting the kind of music local Southerners enjoyed. Neither movie tells us exactly what town or county Todd and Copper live in, but Nashville is as good a candidate as any, and besides, Widow Tweed tunes into the Opry on her radio at the end of the second film. So even if she doesn't live in Nashville, she and Amos probably live close enough to it that they enjoy the kind of music the Opry selects for their show. Based on the movie's technology, geography and wildlife, and the influences on the second film, I'm placing Disney's The Fox and the Hound and The Fox and the Hound 2 near Nashville, Tennessee in the 1930s. So there you have it. That is my theory for when and where Disney's The Fox and the Hound films take place. Please let me know in the comments what you think of my conclusions and when and where you think these movies take place. If you liked that video, there are plenty more to check out, including a recent video comparing The Fox and the Hound movie with the original book. Please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you get notified about future videos. And as always, thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.